Hello everyone and welcome to this World Cup playthrough on the new update for FIFA 18 with Egypt. There's the group in the bottom left. We've got the hosts, Uruguay and Saudi Arabia. And to kick it off we have Uruguay, and I'm not looking forward to this game, so let's get into the pre-match presentation.
Well, in this competition, we've reached the group stage, Alan. Match day one.
Yeah, one of those where you want to get off to a good start. Of course you do. So both sides aiming to do that.
And our match today is Egypt against Uruguay. Well, this is a match-up between two international teams today. The disadvantage, Alan, is that they don't play together very often. The positive, of course, is they are the country's very best players.
They are indeed. And we have got some quality players to enjoy out there today. But as you say, not all of them have played together too often, so there might be a slight lack of understanding at times.
And we pause now for the national anthems. It's a great day for the World Cup historians when Uruguay step out onto a World Cup pitch, because, of course, the very first tournament was held in Uruguay and won by Uruguay.
Yeah, that's right, Martin. So much history, success, and, of course, they won it in 1950 again. Can they do it here? I would have to doubt it.
Here's a check now on the Egypt team. I think that back four is really important for them. They've got to be strong and solid, but they've got a bit of protection, haven't they?
They have. They should have more than enough. I mean, they're all good defenders in their own rights, but in front of them, they've got players who are going to be working really hard. Whether they can be a threat on the front foot, we'll wait and see.
This is Uruguay's lineup. Fernando Muslera starts in goal. Diego Godin plays alongside Jose Maria Jimenez. In the heart of defence. In attack, Luis Suarez plays up front with Edinson Cavani.
So we just saw the lineups then. Obviously Uruguay have gone with Cavani and Suarez at the top, which I'm not looking forward to defend, but obviously I've got Mohamed Salah, so let's see how he gets on in his mode as we kick off the first game of the 2018 World Cup with Egypt here. And moving on into the 6th minute now, Uruguay have got a chance already. This is going to be a pattern of the game as the shot goes, well, way over the bar, to be honest. It wasn't really a viable chance there from the Uruguayan man. I have no idea who he is. Yeah, I'm not really expecting to win this game. So it's going to be quite difficult to try and keep a clean sheet at least, or get a draw. So hopefully we can get a draw at least, as the Uruguay come into the box now, try and clear it, and give the ball straight back to them. Try and get in the block, and the referee is given a penalty. I don't know how we can give a penalty for that, because as you'll see on the replay, when I recorded this, I was like, how is that a penalty? Because as you'll see on the replay, Cavani just gets his foot out of the way and then just falls over. There was no contact whatsoever. So Uruguay have now got a penalty. Luis Suarez is going to take it, obviously, and he's going to take a long run up, and he's going to slot it away in the bottom right hand corner. So 15 minutes gone, or 16 minutes gone. It's Egypt 0, Uruguay 1. So not the best start, really. Was really hoping to keep them out for a lot longer than that, if I'm honest. So you know, not really the best start to the game. Taking the stuttering run up there, like they seem to do on this year's game. It's a really weird run up that they do. But yeah, that's an unfortunate start there. In my opinion, it still wasn't a penalty. I mean, I know it's a game, but you know, it just wasn't a penalty. And cutting on to the second half, then 57th minute, Uruguay have got another chance here, trying to work the ball into the box. Great tackle there from Fazzi, was that? I don't know. But, well, I mean, that was almost a chance. It's a shame he couldn't get good connection on the ball. And now moving on to the 62nd minute. Uruguay have got a corner. Luis Suarez is open and it's in. Great. So it's 2-0 now. Luis Suarez has scored once again as he... Oh my... Okay. I don't know what happened there. He decided to glitch through the camera and not give a damn, basically. So yeah, it's now 2-0 to Uruguay, and we now have to try and get back into this. As we now have actually our first attack of the game. This is actually our first attack of the game. I'm not going to lie. We have a shot, but straight at the keeper, and he's now going to kick it out. Yeah, he's now going to kick it out up towards Cavani, I think. And my defender wins the header there and he passes it down towards Ramadan Sobi of Stoke. And he's going to cut inside there. He's going to pass off to Mohamed Salah, who's going to have a shot. He's hit the bar and there's a free header for the man at the back post and it's 2-1. And is the comeback on? I mean, I hope so. But we've got 15 minutes to try and get this game back to a draw or maybe even a win. Who knows? So there's the... well, I mean, it was pretty much a rebound shot, really. As they seem to enjoy having on this game this year. I don't know why. Diego Godin wasn't very happy with that. And now it's 2-1 to Uruguay. So comeback is on, possibly. Unfortunately not. Nothing really happened after that, really. So unfortunately it's going to end Uruguay 2, Egypt 1. And that isn't the way to start our World Cup campaign.
And there's the final whistle. Well, there we are, Alan. We can pick over the bones as much as we like, but the fact is, it's a defeat.
Yeah, and a defeat is a defeat, and they always hurt, and there's always something for the manager to look at and try and improve upon, and there was plenty there.
Well, Alan, how do you think Luis Suarez did in the game today?
Well, so often we think of his creative abilities, but a couple of goals here have won the match for his team.
Well, as for the opposition, on the wrong end of the result, not on target, although that shot that hit the frame of the goal was so close. Had it gone in, well, we don't know what the result would have been then. It might have been very different.
So, unfortunately, it's a defeat in the first game of the season, World Cup even. It was a fairly even game, not going to lie, 10 shots to 6. So we did have our chances, they just weren't good enough. And this is a new feature in this game mode where it updates the table live. So Russia won the first game 4-0. And next up, we actually have the host, so let's see how we can get on against them.
Hi there, everybody. I'm Martin Tyler, and the World Cup here in Russia is really gathering pace. We're into the second round of matches in this particular group. Alan Smith.
Yeah, looking forward to it, Martin. Both sets of players naturally have got some nerves out of the system, maybe, after that first game, and we're hoping to produce their best here today.
Today's main game for you from the World Cup here in Russia is Russia against Egypt. And now it's time for the national anthems. Of course, there was a period where Russia were part of the Soviet Union, a huge catchment area for the national team. They never really travelled into World Cups with any great thrust. But now Russia, host nation, and the whole country behind them.
It's going to be interesting to see whether that is an advantage or a bit of a burden for these Russia players. Can they take that weight of expectancy?
And this is the team announced by Russia today. Igor Akinfeev plays in goal. Denis Cheryshev plays with Alexander Samadov, looking to provide the width. And it's rounded off the team with these two strikers.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
This is how Egypt will line up for this game. 4-3-3, and they've got natural wide players in that front three with a central striker.
I think that's the key, because those lads on the flanks, it's quite a complicated job actually, because they've got to come inside, support the centre forward, and they've also got to funnel back when they haven't got the ball, so an onus on them.
So as you can see there from the lineup screen, I've actually gone with a different formation this game. Going to try it out as we kick off the second game of the World Cup group stage here in Russia against the hosts. So obviously they're going to have the advantage being the hosts, obviously with the bigger crowd and all that, as I think that was Salah just got challenged then. No, it wasn't Salah, never mind. But now Russia are on the attack already in the 3rd minute, and now they are going to try and... There's a man free at the back post. He passes it in. I don't know where the left back's gone, and it's 1-0 already. Well, that's a great start to the second. It's Chirishev? Is that how you say his name? Chirishev? I don't know. Anyway, he scored. So I have no idea what the defence was doing, if I'm honest. The left back just decided to stop, basically, halfway up the field, and left him free at the back post to slot it into the top corner. It was a good finish, not gonna lie. It's a very good finish, but he should have been marked, not gonna lie. So not a great start to the game. And now cutting on to the 11th minute now, Russia again on the attack. I mean, there was so much space. I don't know why. And again, look, Chirishev is through again, and it's 2-0. In the 12th minute, it's 2-0. I mean, all of a sudden in this game, the gaps started to appear in our defence, and I didn't know what was going on. Like, literally, I had no idea what was going on. And I was very confused, because at first I thought it was the formation, but it was still 4 at the back, so I don't know what was going on. Like, I had 4 at the back of the first game, and it was fine. And now I've got 4 in the back in this game, and there's suddenly gaps appearing all over the place. So it's 2-0. Cutting on to the 16th minute now, we actually have the first chance of the game, and it's Salah actually going for a shot, and that is a great save from Akinfeev. I mean, when you see this replay now, it's a hell of a save, especially on the turn from Salah. It's a good shot. He saved it with his knee. I mean, come on now. Can we just, like, actually have a shot? As we now send through someone, and they have a shot and it's straight to the keeper. So, yeah, sorry for not knowing who each player is. It's a bit difficult when you don't know who is actually in the squad. As and then he takes a shot there, and I think it was deflected. Was it deflected? Was it? Yeah, it was. So deflected shot there. I think it was actually going to go in. So yeah, we now have a corner now, as we head that in. Salah, Mohamed Salah with a header. Not so sure that's a thing. But moving on to the stroke of half time now. Russia again on the attack with possession, and once again. There's just holes opening up in our defence, and it's 3-0. And Chirishev has got a first half hat-trick. So, not the best game here. Looks like we're going out of the World Cup in the group stage. So, if I'm honest, I was expecting to be a little bit more competitive against Russia than I was against Uruguay. And from this, I think I was a lot more competitive against Uruguay than I was against Russia, which is strange to say, but then again, Russia, they are the hosts, and I don't know if EA added like a boost to them where they play a lot better, where they're the hosts or something. I don't know, but in the 54th minute now, Mohamed Salah's in the box. He cuts it across the 6-yard box, and we've got a goal back here. And I mean, well, we're not really going to come back from 3 goals down, are we? Let's be honest. I mean, we might do. If we can score like 3 goals in 5 minutes, I don't know. But it's a tidy finish there from the edge of the 6-yard box, and yeah, at least we've got a consolation goal. So yeah, Tariq Hamed has scored a goal. So yeah, not really the best campaign so far, if I'm honest. As we now have another chance here, and it's Hassan going through one-on-one with the keeper, and he's hit it straight at the goalkeeper. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy playing with that guy, to be honest. He was very sluggish, and Russia have. Oh my god! Literally, when that happened, I actually thought it went in. and I put my controller down, and I thought, right, I'm just going to give up now. I'm not going to bother playing the last game. But luckily it didn't go in, and hell of a shot there from the edge of the box, and Akinfeev forced into a great save, or acrobatic save, as you could say. And yeah, we now have a corner in the last few minutes. Obviously, we're not going to score 2 goals in 2 minutes, but Salah hits it in, and the header is straight at the keeper. So yeah, unfortunately there, we are now going to lose 3-1 to Russia, and that is our World Cup campaign over and done with, unfortunately.
And the referee brings it to a halt. What a brilliant performance from this fella.
Well, he goes across and grabs the match ball from the ref, a hat-trick, and that's to be treasured by any player.
Well, even on the pitch, they're talking about what went wrong in this defeat.
I thought, you know, 1 or 2 were coasting out there, and that's inexcusable.
So unfortunate then that we go out at the World Cup at the group stage, but you know, I mean, we're all over Russia, let's be honest, 19 shots to 7. So it's just their goalkeeper was just that good. As we see Uruguay beating Saudi Arabia, as you'd expect. So we are definitely out of the group now. And yeah, on to Saudi Arabia now, which is basically a game where nothing to play for. So just pride, basically. So let's see how we get on against Saudi Arabia.
It's been a wonderful World Cup already here in Russia, and we are now, and it's gone so fast, we're now at the last match stage in this particular group, and 2 teams that still have a bit to do, Alan.
Yeah, I think whether you're successful or not, Martin, it's an absolute privilege, honour to take part in a World Cup, and these lads will be feeling no different.
The World Cup action coming to you on a daily, almost hourly basis. Today we feature Saudi Arabia, and they will play Egypt. And now it's time for the national anthems. Well, what scenes in Egypt when they got that win with Mo Salah's late penalty. It was incredibly nerveless penalty kick, and scenes of celebration unequalled, I would say, anywhere else around the qualifying procedure.
Yeah, quite incredible. Passionate players and passionate fans, as we've seen already here.
Let's check now on the lineup for Saudi Arabia. Well, we think, Alan, it'll be a 4-5-1 formation, which can look a bit negative.
Yeah, but you look at the players in that 5, that midfield 5, and I think a couple at least will be trying to support the lone frontman.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
This is the Egypt lineup. This is the way they like to play, isn't it? And it does allow them, with 3 at the back, to have 2 main attackers up front, which is a little bit unusual these days.
Well, you look at that formation and you could interpret it as being a little negative, especially if that holding midfielder in front of the back 3 doesn't venture too far forward, but an onus on the wide men as well to support those 2 lads up front.
So as you can see there from the starting lineup, trying another formation once again, going 3 at the back with 2 up front. I've decided to move Salah up front because in the previous 2 games he's literally just done nothing for me. But from kick-off here, we've actually got a chance already, as Elneny is trying to work a move somewhere, and we now have a chance here. Going to pass into the D, he's going to have a shot there, it's parried, and it's actually gone in. So we're already 1-0 up, 4 minutes into the game and 1-0 up. It's a pretty good start there. I decided to make Salah captain as well for this last game, because why not? You'd expect us to beat Saudi Arabia. I'd say the group is how it should be in real life, where Uruguay and Russia go through, and then it would be Egypt and Saudi Arabia fighting out for third and fourth. Maybe, I don't know. It depends if Salah is actually fit and can turn up in the World Cup. Who knows? Obviously, Egypt is a one-man team, but on this so far, he hasn't done anything for me. So apart from hit the crossbar in the last game, that's it. That's all he's done. As you can probably tell by the highlights, the lack of highlights with him in them. So yeah, we're now on the attack again in the 15th minute. We've had another shot. It's a good save by the keeper there, and parried, and Saudi Arabia managed to get it away there. And it's been all Egypt in the first couple of minutes here, as now you see the exploits of three at the back, and it's a great save from the Egyptian keeper there. That's a great save from close range. I mean, fair play. I mean, I don't know why he didn't turn up in the first two games, but hey ho. But yeah, we are now on the attack once again on the 44th minute now, because literally nothing has happened. And they're going to take a long-range shot, and it's just wide of the post there. And unfortunately, it's still 1-0. Looks like we're going to head into half-time 1-0 up, so that's good. We're actually leading for once. Yes, it's against like a team that's at similar levels to us, but whatever. Cutting on to the second half now, Saudi Arabia now have another chance. They've gone for a header. It's just wide of the post once again. So it's an end-to-end game, this game, not going to lie. And now cutting on to the 70th minute now, we now have another chance where we have a quick passing move here, passing it forward to Salah. He takes a shot, and that pretty much sums up his 3 games, if I'm honest. He's literally been one of the worst players on this team, not going to lie. But now Saudi Arabia on the attack. They're going to go for a shot, and that's 1-1. I mean, it's a hell of a finish, don't get me wrong. It's the top bins finish right there. But, I mean, it's just a shame that we get cut open so easily. I mean, yes, it's 3 at the back, it's going to happen. But, I mean, it's just unfortunate, really, that, that's a hell of a finish, let's be honest. Off the crossbar and in. I mean, he deserves a round of applause and a medal. I mean, not a World Cup medal because they're going out, but some sort of medal. And, yeah, that's 1-1 in the 80th minute. So, 10 minutes now to get a winner. As we now cut to the 88th minute now, we're now searching for that winner. As we pass it back to whoever that is, and he's... Oh my... Wow. That's a great shot. That's all I can say. It's an amazing shot. I don't know why we couldn't do this in the first 2 games, but yeah, we're now 2-1 up in the 88th minute, as for some reason the Egyptian fans have Pharaoh hats on. I don't know why EA chose to put them on the Egyptians, but hey ho. But yeah, it's a tidy finish there, right into the top corner, keeper no chance. And 2-1 up now in the 88th minute, and we should go on to win this game. Should. Just by the fact that we've played really badly in the first 2 games, I'm not saying anything. Hassam Ghali, or Ghali, however you say that name. I'm sure one of you will correct me in the comments below, but yeah, as we now cut on to the final few minutes of the final game of this World Cup series, and Saudi Arabia are through 1-1, and they've gone near post and it in. I mean, keeper, man, should be saving that. Come on. It's an easy thing to save, but he just lets it in. I mean, near post goals on this game are just ridiculous. I'm not going to lie. But unfortunately then, we're going to end off the World Cup campaign with a 2-2 draw, not even the win. And yeah, that is Egypt knocked out the World Cup.
A very good contest, Alan, and I guess it draws probably the right result.
I think so. Not much to choose between the 2 teams. Very well matched, and it was a good contest, that. Plenty of entertainment.
Well, they'd have been in a bit of a mess, I think, but for him.
Well, he played really well, got himself a couple of goals. He'll just be disappointed it didn't earn his team the full 3 points.
So very disappointed they're not to get a win, but hope you all enjoyed this little video that I decided to do. This was all on Legendary, but if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, a comment and subscribe for more. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.